My friend founded a group about 10 years ago at the college that we were at. And so this is their 10-year anniversary of it, which I'm really excited about because it has been 10 years. It had grown popularity with the gospel group. Um, yeah, I'm happy that it grew to what it is, having that like rise of popularity and fame, especially being at the South. It kind of got me thinking because we've been hanging out for a little bit. Also, too, if it's allowed, I do have my camera stuff. I want to take some pictures of the performance, and I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Just to see him, performing with a group. Uh, Again, I'll say quality group because not all churches are quality when it comes to performances. With that being said, I'm throwing shade. Sweet Gidget. Also, to forgive me because it is TLSG season and I got a lot. I got a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. I've been sneezing and booger everywhere of it. But while we were hanging out with him and his wife, it was really, really interesting because of I always had these thoughts and ideas of concepts of thinking about the time frame that uh, we were in during music college and how vastly different it was compared to other music colleges. Because the year we was in the early 2010s, the early years of it. I came in like '09. He came in, I think, 11 at that break of it at the school. Where there was actually a weird transition going on with music when it comes to like the recording of it and how the music industry was shifting at that time frame during our college because of there was this new rise of the internet. Internet was growing popular with musicians, getting everything out there, um, the starting of home recordings and all that stuff that's going on through it that people couldn't do back in those days. Um, it, it was really a huge issue and a big debate between uh, the school that we were at. It was just, hey, are we gonna go through the traditional route or form up with this new way? Which, in my time frame and all that stuff, we kind of got the short end. We still kind of had that traditional route, but at the same time, it was like, okay, we do need to up it and improve it. Even with my senior recital, was trying to do a little bit more of an R&B jazz kind of deal, which wasn't even set at all. It was just mainly just classical guitar. It was kind of like, yo, we gotta revamp everything because of how everything was happening. Everything gotta be changed. And even when it came to music theory and all together, was vastly different because of we were still thinking of in the traditional route, the classical route of it. But then when uh classmates that were way way younger, they were about to start, their music theory classes were vastly different, which I'm not mad at. I was happy that it's getting that change up into how everything is being taught and whatnot, which is really dope. Because of the concept of seven chords and how to address it was like, okay, find a song modern time that still uses seven chords, that still uses nine chords, that have those 13 chords in it. And honestly, that would have helped me really well too, of just understanding the concept of it. Instead of Theory 2 teacher was kind of like that, but it wasn't. It was still of songs from the 20s and all that stuff, doing the classical route of it. And I think it was really, really dope. Now, when it comes to music history, I don't know how it was being taught. Because I have heard that they were doing more, they were trying to do more closer to the American history of from the 70s and 80s and all that stuff, all that music industry, which is very, very vital. Don't get me wrong. Which I am actually still reading in my book of music history. Finding out about myself doing this is I enjoy more the audiobook route. It's maybe just the mental thing because of forcing reading books that I was very not interested, trying to just thickering through, and low comprehension skills, which actually vastly improved throughout the year. It was just a slow start of comprehension of reading. Saying all that is very interesting, but we are going to go inward of it. I just wanted to come out and to express a little bit that's going on because it's at a church. I have to dress up just a little bit, but I wasn't going to dress too fancy. It's Southern, how to say it, Southern gospel, like the bluegrass country style of it. Yeah, it's that kind of deal of it, which is a really different thing. I don't know which label will actually go into the labels. Music labels are very interesting. Just think about that. Yeah, you're gonna hear that a lot in this. So, honestly, I'm literally across the street from where I'm supposed to be. About to take pictures. I'm excited. I got the camera with me. I'm mainly gonna try to keep, depending on where I am position wise of it, I'm trying to keep as tight as possible. But also too, I do have my, what's your 18-105 lens? Are you 18-105? 18-105 lens. This is my most versatile lens, and I need to wipe it. See, that's why I got this. Get that dust out. I'm not too worried about using any NDs or anything like that because of how I'm not doing any videos or whatnot. If I do, it will probably be with little buddy who I'm using right now. Gosh, I love that lens. It's very versatile. I really like it. And hopefully I'm able to get like a close spot seat of it so that we're able to take some good pictures. I'm just prepping of it. Only thing that I couldn't do was I was gonna put it actually attention on, but I'm using my drone bag because I did want to have Laserbeak with me and my camera just go whoop right there. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use the mix of, depending on how much lighting it is, how close we are. This may be the only one that I may be using. It's the 50 on my 6400, but it's a 75 equivalent because I'm using an APS-C camera. Anyways, of it. So I'm just thinking about it, and I've always been wanting to be curious of how other people in music college was during the time. Because, don't get me wrong, classical is good and all its wonders. You're able to learn a lot. The classes are good. But we are slowly getting it where songs from the 1920s are now 100 years old. Think about that. We are having music in it that are in the hundreds now, that are aging, and we can learn from it, especially in recording. It's very, very interesting that we're able to learn stuff from recordings of the past, especially when it comes to mixing and mastering, which I'm doing a whole different things about. I don't got anything else to say about it, about expressing this. I'll, I'm excited to go watch it. It's been a couple of years.
As we are back here again at the editing station. Alright, we're going to talk about the concert the other night. And oh my gosh, it was a very, very phenomenal show. I kind of wish that there was a official recording. I don't know as much that there is or not, but we'll see in the past coming days of it. It was actually really joy. I edited a few other video pictures, and man, that camera's good. But about the concert, it was really good. It does show a difference between like learning the professional way and just going by ear. It is a difference. You can see the difference in production. It was really, really well thought out. There was only a few hiccups, but it was all human problems. But yeah, I love the concert. And even though I'm not the big of the style of it, I could respect it. I'm very respectful of music, but it does make me want to. It did want me to push myself to do more of my editing and just doing more music stuff in general. So this is the end of the video, and I'll see you next time.